Welcome back to the LEGO Lord of the Rings Let's Play on the PlayStation 3. This is part 9, and in this part we're going to do level 2 of the Two Towers, the Dead Marshes. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing in this part. So I haven't talked about these pictures, like these pictures that show up throughout the game. They have one for like each story, Fellowship of the Ring and Two Towers and Return of the King. I think they're very beautiful. I like them all. And I like how they show up before you start cutscenes and stuff, but enjoy the cutscenes.
Oh, it's a bog! He's led us into a swamp.
Yes. Come, Master. We will take you on safe paths through the mist.
So here we are in the Dead Marshes. Yeah.
Come, hobbits, come. Real quickly.
Gollum is just telling them to follow him. Basically what you have to do throughout this level is that you have to follow Gollum, because it's the Dead Marshes is a swamp, and of course it's not everywhere is a safe path. And what Gollum will do is he will show you the safe paths across the mist, basically. So you just have to follow the way Gollum goes, and sometimes this fire will show up so you can't like move. So you have to find some water and you have to take that out. And that is basically what we're going to be doing in this level. This level doesn't just consist of the swamp. We actually do something else later on in the part as well. But still, most of this video is in the swamp. So this is kind of like the first level in this game that I sort of don't like as much as the other levels. Don't get me wrong, this level is still a good level. It's just that it's not my favorite and I don't like it as much as, for example, all of the other levels. But I still think it's quite good, and it stays true to, well, it doesn't really stay true to what they do with this water thingy and the fire, but still it kind of stays true to the story, so I kind of still like it. But it is quite repetitive, this part, when you just follow Gollum. But as I said, it's still a quite good level. And sometimes these pools with water are not that easy to find, so you just have to like search for them. For example, there's some water over here. But I guess now that we're going to be doing the same thing like over and over again for quite some time, I think that I will talk about what was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about something, but what was I supposed to talk about? I've completely forgotten it. Oh, that sucks because it was very important. I can remember. Oh yeah, now I remember. So in the Two Towers and in the Return of the King, the game is kind of split into two stories. One of them is when you are following Frodo, Sam, and Gollum's adventure, and then the other one is Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, and Merry and Pippin, and the others. So what you do in the game is that you kind of switch between them, and Frodo is all the way back there. That's not good, but you kind of switch between them. So each, both like Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers, and the Return of the King has 6 levels. So Two Towers and Return of the King is split up. So 3 of the levels is for Frodo, Sam, and Gollum, and the 3 other ones are for Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas, and Merry and Pippin, and all of the other people. So yeah, and this is the second out of 3 levels that we have with Frodo, Sam and Gollum in the Two Towers. So there's only one more level left with them. And then in the next part, actually, we're going to be moving on to Aragorn, Gimli and Legolas and Merry and Pippin and all of the others. But there's only going to be Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas, Merry and Pippin in the next part. So that is something that I do quite like about this game, because I was quite interested in how they were supposed to do that with the two stories kind of before I played this, but I think they did it quite well. It didn't turn out that bad. It's actually quite good, because it's not like you have all of the Frodo and Sam levels and then the rest of them right at the end. You kind of like switch between them. And yeah, when you're not in a level, you can like switch between the characters, and you can be Sam, or you can be Gimli, or you can be Frodo, or you can be Legolas. You just switch between them yourself, and you decide which one you want to play as. But I just do it the easiest way, if you understand what I mean. So I just take them how they actually are supposed to be played. So yeah, we are going to be going to Aragorn, Gimli and Legolas and Merry and Pippin in the next part. And I'm quite looking forward to that, because there's going to be a lot of Rohan stuff in the Two Towers, and actually I like Rohan more than Gondor. I still like Gondor a lot, but I still kind of like Rohan more, even though there are some parts with Gondor that I like more than Rohan. But Rohan has more stuff that I like. I just like the story more. So yeah, I just thought I'd tell you guys that. And there, Sam died for some reason. We're just following Gollum, but now there's a cutscene.
Black Riders!
Oh no, a Nazgul has come and he's sitting on a beast. I actually don't know what the beasts are called. Well, I can't remember. But yeah, there's a Nazgul here. So what you have to do is that you hide Sam, and then you get Frodo and make him put his elven cloak on so he stays invisible. And then Gollum just hides himself. And then Nazgul will come over, and when he doesn't see you, will just go away again. And then when that happens, Gollum will show you the way through the swamp again, so that we can try and escape from the Nazgul. You do this quite, like, you hide from this Nazgul quite a lot in this level. Like, this hiding takes some time. It does, but I still like it. And that part when the Nazgul comes closer to them, but then when he doesn't see them, he just goes away. Like when the scene when he just comes closer and closer, it's quite similar to how it was in the movie at some parts. Now the elven cloak, it's not like a cloak, it's actually a bush. You can see there, Frodo is in a bush, but it kind of like makes sense because the cloak kind of like blends in with the environment, and if you look at the environment, it's a swamp. So, sorry if that made some sound or if you heard some strange noises. So yeah, it kind of blends into the environment, and that is why it is a bush kind of. And you kind of hear that in the movie as well, and in the book, because it's just like they describe it as they put it on and then they just blend into the environment. It's not necessarily a cloak, even though it is a cloak, kind of, if you understand what I mean. So yeah, we're just hiding. Now I've tried to like do the commentating for this a few times now, and I always get like stopped. Someone comes or something like that. Something bugs me, and Frodo uses Light of Elendil. I hope I say that right. I hope it's called Light of Elendil. I'm kind of a bit iffy about that. And both Frodo and Sam can hide in there. So I always get bugged when I'm doing this. And my brother and my parents have summer holidays as well, so it's kind of hard to find places to like do commentating, if you know what I mean. I'm sure Let's Players know what I mean. And it's kind of a bit, this is maybe only with me, but I kind of find this a little bit embarrassing if people hear me doing this. So I just try to be as quiet as I possibly can. So it's kind of hard sometimes to find places to do commentary. For example, now people are outside of the house doing something else, and I've just snuck up to the top floor, kind of. I sound like a real loser when I say that. But yeah, again, we're just following Gollum, as we always do. I think we're actually soon done, though. Yeah, I think so. And now we're going over here, so we need Sam, because we need to light this. And Frodo is sinking into the swamp, so he's dying multiple times. Like, you can see there he is just sinking and dying. It's not good. So I think we need to hide one more time here. And then we're going to try and make our escape. Just hide. Wait for the Nazgul to fly over and not spot us. Try not get spotted, because if you do get caught, you will die and lose quite a lot of studs. It's not like you have to start the level at the beginning, you just die and then you just are back like immediately. You don't start the level at the beginning again. So don't worry about that. Now we're going to go over here. We have to get over this bridge, as you can see, but we are missing a few pieces. So we have to do this. Have to build the bridge like so. And now we're going to quickly get over it. Not quickly, because they're trying to be careful and they're going really slow. Not now though. Plant a plant. And then we are going to escape from the Nazgul, and we're actually going to go to the Black Gate of Mordor in the cutscenes.
Hurry, hurry. The Black Gate is very close.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Look! The gate. It's opening.
No! There's another way. More secret. A dark way.
Lead the way, Spiegel. Who are they?
Wicked men. Servants of Sauron.
It's an Oliphant.
So now we are out here in the wilderness. It's still quite close to Mordor though. And we're actually playing as Faramir. I do really like Faramir. He's a great character in the book. And now it's kind of good to play as someone else. other than Frodo and Sam. It's great. So we are out here with the Momakil. I think that's what these elephants are called. You just have to climb on top of them, like I've done now, and kill the warriors of Sauron that are up here. Collect this rope, get on top, and here's this warrior kind of, and then you just have to battle him and then kill him, and that will kind of defeat, if that is an okay word to use, the Momakil. I think the elephant is called Momakil though. So you have to take both of them, and I can't talk. You have to build this trampoline actually to get on top of the Momakil. Now don't get mad, people, if a Momakil is not the correct word of it. I'm just a little like not sure. I think it's called a Momakil though. So don't get pissed at me if it's not called a Momakil. And now we're going to kill the second one, which will take care of the Momakil as well, for some strange reason. And yeah, that is basically what Faramir had to do right here.
We've lingered here too long.
Who are you?
We are hobbits of the Shire. We set out from Rivendell with 7 companions. 1 we lost in Moria. 2 were my kin. A dwarf there was also, and an elf. And 2 men. Aragorn, son of Arathorn, and Boromir of Gondor.
You're a friend of Boromir?
Yes.
It would grieve you then to learn that he is dead.
Dead?
He was my brother.
2 halflings, and a host of men at my call. The ring of power within my grasp.
He's got to destroy it! That's where we're going. Into Mordor.
Osgiliath is under attack. They call for reinforcements.
The ring will go to Gondor.
Did you see Gollum like chasing the warriors with the fish? That was really funny. I remember I laughed really hard when I saw that. But that is the end of the Dead Marshes and level 2. Come back for the next part 10 I believe, when we will join Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas, Merry and Pippin for level 3, Track Hobbits. So I'll see you back here then, I guess. Have a good day. See ya.